Welcome back to my channel. I'm finally done with this category. This is it. After this video, I am done with this category. Look how many freaking videos there were. Fucking, it's crazy how many videos there were in this section. It's nuts. Let's count 1, 2... 8, 9, 10, 12, 16 fucking videos, dude. 16. And wow, they're being added. Whoa, shit. The video's being added all the time. Holy, what? Wow. This wasn't like this when I saw it last time. That's crazy. They're still adding videos. This is nuts. It's okay. It's fine. I'll go through as many videos as I have to. I'll get done with this whole curriculum. I will. I'll fucking do everything, dude. I don't give a shit. I don't know. It might be since I've been doing this that authors have been, I don't know. I'm not that important, so I don't know why it would be, I don't fucking know. I'm just a layman idiot on the internet. I don't have any fucking effect on these guys. I don't know why I think I would. Let's check out this video. It's called... Oops. Fuck. Keep doing that. It's called... Fuck. Keep doing that. It's called Flat Science. Closer look at Rob Skiba's setting sun experiment. Okay, let's zoom in. Oh, zoom out. Okay, there we go. Damn it. Okay, cool. Me being dumb. Don't worry. Fuck. Cool. Didn't happen that time. Okay, let's see how it's... Okay, there we go. We're ready. Let's take a look.
Hello, welcome to the Flat Earth Institute of Science. I am Professor Kyle Adams, and I must say, our public debate board has been a great success. It is continually growing, and a lot of great points are being made on both sides. It is most certainly not an echo chamber. In fact, there are currently more anti-flat earthers participating in it than there are flat earthers. With that being said, I would love to see more flat earthers come and be a part of it. There's a link to it in this video's description. Anyway, I would like to publicly recognize one of our participants.
I think I'm gonna add a video. I think I'm gonna add a video to this. I really do. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I am. I'm gonna do it. I think.
It's Night Sky Jeff. Even though he is very much a globe earther, he is a sharp guy and has pointed out something I didn't notice before concerning Rob Skiba's Setting Sun video. In his video, Rob Skiba highlights a news report where a professor from Notre Dame University used a magnifying glass to demonstrate how the atmosphere refracts light downward as it travels through the atmosphere.
The science is the same of that of a lens. Here's a simple example.
So if you're looking at Chicago here, just maybe you can just see the top of the Sears Tower, and if our simulated temperature inversion moves into place, hopefully now you can see pretty much all of Chicago,
see all the lower buildings,
including what's at ground level.
So the atmosphere really is like acting like a lens.
Yes.
Rob Skiba then used his own lens to demonstrate how the sun can appear to set on a flat Earth due to atmospheric refraction. Now this is what Night Sky Jeff was able to point out to me that I didn't notice before. Here on the left, the professor from Notre Dame used half of a magnifying glass to perform his demonstration, while over here on the right, Rob Skiba used a full magnifying glass to perform his demonstration. This has caused me to go back and rethink things. Typical magnifying glasses use convex lenses, and this is how a convex lens works. The top half refracts light downward, and the bottom half refracts light upward. So in Rob Skiba's demonstration, he used both upward and downward refraction. Now, if a full magnifying glass is supposed to represent the atmosphere, then the atmosphere would have to be thin at high altitudes, dense in the middle, and then thin again near the ground. That is not what we observe in reality. That is why the Notre Dame professor only used the top half of his magnifying glass. But I'll point out here that there is something wrong with his demonstration as well. Magnifying glasses use a radial gradient, wherein they are thicker in the middle and then they get thinner all the way around.
Well, the atmosphere also has a gradient, and it's... Okay, I probably don't know what I'm talking about. Let's continue.
The atmosphere doesn't get thinner when we look left or when we look right. The atmosphere has a vertical density gradient, not a radial one. So this most certainly...
Yeah, he's right. I didn't know what I was talking about.
certainly calls for a new, more accurate experiment and demonstration, as good science demands. Alright, so here is one experiment we can do. We can create a vertical density gradient in some water by pouring a bunch of sugar into it and letting it dissolve. Here we have a person shining a laser beam into the water, and we can observe that light getting refracted downward. Now, if we were to put a picture on the other end of the tank of the sun or a city, the question is, would that image appear higher or lower than it actually is?
Oh, that's already been done.
Now is the time to form your hypothesis. Please note how many people out there frequently claim that downward refraction should cause things to appear higher than they actually are. Here you can see this claim being made by timeanddate.com. Here, a YouTuber by the name of Mick West was able to perform this experiment for us. Now, Mick West is a globe earther, and please note how here he put a curved piece of metal in his fish tank to represent the curvature of the Earth. With that addition, what we are still going to look for is, does the city look higher or lower after the sugar is added to the water?
So first of all, I'm going to do it without sugar. Then I'm going to add sugar. Now, when you add sugar, what you do, you fill the tank with water, then you pour sugar in so it lays in the bottom. The sugar at the bottom starts to dissolve, and that makes the refractive index, the density, essentially the optical density of the water will be higher, lower down, and light bends towards a more dense medium, which is what normally happens in the atmosphere because the air is denser lower down. So you should see the light curve downwards, and we should.
Yeah, that's exactly what you should see. I'm breaking in every once in a while, not necessarily with anything to say, but I'm breaking in every once in a while just to keep this fair use. I don't want to play an entire video without breaking in every once in a while. That's dangerous. Could get my channel taken away, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Looking at this end, see more of Chicago from this end. So let's see what happens.
Damn, that's slow. That's a slow hose.
So what do we see here? We see the same view of Toronto that we saw before.
It is magnified, of course, but it's not distorted in any way. The image is exactly the same. It's just bigger because we're looking through the water.
Magnified? That's an interesting observation. That sounds like what Rob Skiba said.
So I've got about 6 gallons of water in here, and I'm going to add around about 5 pounds, I think, of sugar.
One thing I didn't take into account was that it was very, very cold in my garage, so it took a really, really long time for the sugar to dissolve, and I ended up moving the fish tank inside.
5 pounds of sugar. So what I ended up doing was removing some of the water and just lowering this curve a little bit, because it was a little bit too much for my needs. But what actually happened was it worked. The water dissolved the sugar, and we get a bending laser beam. Now, it's most obvious if I kind of point this laser beam upwards a bit, and then move the beam down, and you'll see as you get to the bottom here, it bends over at the far right-hand side.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's interesting as shit.
And that means if we're looking up in this direction, if you have a camera here, which I'll put in there in a second, well, the line of sight from the camera will go up, over and down, which means it will go over this obstruction here. If you see, I send this light beam out, and it actually bends down.
I'm not sure that's how that works. That would be going towards the camera, right? At least I think so. I don't know. I've said it throughout the whole entire time of me making these videos. I'm just a layman, so I don't know.
Right over the other side, it actually goes over this little lump of metal I have here, which I used to raise the obstruction because I flattened it a bit too much, and it comes over the other side. So what can we see at the other end? Well, at the other end of the tank I have a picture of Toronto, not Chicago. And the interesting thing that happens is when I move the camera down, so it would normally be obscured by this curve and this block here, instead of being obscured, the distant image of Toronto actually seems to get compressed and rise up in the air. All the way down. And you can see it's being compressed. Up again, it's back to normal. Go down, it's compressed.
Alright, so did the downward refraction cause the city to appear higher or lower than it actually was? The compression most certainly made it appear lower than it actually was. Sorry, time and date. You guys got it wrong. This supports the flat Earth. Now here in another video, Mick West is going to show us what happens when we remove the curved piece of metal and view the city across a flat plane.
So could refraction make a flat Earth look like it was actually round by making things appear to go below the horizon? Well, if you move the camera down, you can see that it kind of looked like things are going behind the horizon. But look at the laser spot that I put just right on the bottom of the skyline of Toronto there. If you go down, you'll see the laser does not disappear behind anything. In fact, it stays visible all the way down until we go off the bottom of the aquarium. You can actually see it still visible when we're right down to like a fraction of an inch above the ground here. And you can see the actual skyline of Toronto has been completely distorted there.
Wow. Now with enough distance, I'm certain we could get that entire skyline completely out of view.
But it's all actually still there, as you can tell, because that one laser spot is still getting through over this flat section of the tank. Now over the curved section with the obstruction, you get the same type of thing. Except here we do actually get the light disappearing behind something, because there's actually a physical barrier here, an actual physical curve. If the ground was flat...
That's a hell of an observation. And yeah, that's what we see. That's because the earth is not flat.
There's never anything that's between you and the light. So there's always going to be some path to that light. So if you've got a very bright light, and if you were on a flat plane, you would always be able to see a light. But on a curved surface, or a surface with obstructions, as long as it's got enough of a curve or enough of an obstruction, you will actually see the light being extinguished.
Now, Mick West just said that he believed if the Earth was flat, the light from the laser should be able to go on forever, even though it would be getting bent downward by the atmosphere. I hope you see the error in that logic there.
It's between you and the light. So there's always going to be some path to that light. So if you've got a very bright light, and if you were on a flat plane, you...
So I think they're saying on a flat Earth, the light should be able to go on further. But though you still have the same problem with refraction. The light will refract either up or down. So I don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something.
Would always be able to see a light. But on a curved surface, or a surface with obstructions, as long as it's got enough of a curve or enough of an obstruction, you will actually see the light being extinguished.
Since the light is getting bent downward, it will eventually crash into the ground, and when it crashes into the ground, it will lose the ability to go on forever. Here, the crazy Russian hacker was performing the same laser sugar experiment, and you can see the light hitting the bottom of the fish tank before it reaches the other side. If the bottom of the fish tank were not so reflective, that light wouldn't bounce up and reach the other side, and a person over there would not be able to see the light at all.
Well, actually, I can't remember the name of the first guy. Not this guy. This guy is a Russian hacker. What's this guy's name? This guy, Jeff. This guy, Jeff. Did he have it in the same place? This guy looks like this guy has it a little lower. Let's see. Let's hold on. We need to put something. We need to mark this to see if that's exactly where the other line of sight was. Just something simple, a little dot. Okay, we have a little dot. Wait. Let's make it a little smaller. Make it smaller. Put it right there. Right there is where this guy's dot is. And let's go to the other one and see if that's exactly where it was in the other one. Oops. Oh man, it's not the same. It's not the same line of sight. Let's see if we can do this anyway. No. It's lower. It's lower. He put his laser was lower than the other one. I mean, just take it on the fish tank itself. Don't look at the light. Look at the fish tank. You see both? Oh shit. Both? Oh man. So I saw. Hold on, let's see if I can take it out and put it back in. I'm gonna leave the dot. Let's see if this works. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. No. Hold on. Let's do it again. Hold on. Let's do this again. Hold on. Let's put it. Laser is right. Oops. The laser is right there. Don't reshape the other thing. Just look at the. Hold on, that's. Okay, wait, whoa, this is perfect. Okay, let's bring it up. Oh. Wow, this laser would have to be lower. And even that to hit the ground. Do you see that? The laser would have to be even lower than that for it to hit the ground. This is wow. This is dishonest. At least in my opinion, it's the Crazy Russian hacker was dishonest in what he did. At least that's how I see it. I mean, I would have to see more. I want to see more though. In my opinion, this is dishonest, but I want to see more. I could be wrong though. That's why I want to see more. This is wow. Telling for me. I mean, you can think what you want, but it's very telling in my opinion.
Here, the crazy Russian hacker was performing the same laser sugar experiment, and you can see the light hitting the bottom of the fish tank before it reaches the other side.
It's lower than the laser than when that guy Jeff did it.
If the bottom of the fish tank were not so reflective, that light wouldn't bounce up and reach the other side, and a person over there would not be able to see the light at all. This is how...
It's not about bouncing, it's about bending light, not bouncing light. Light doesn't bounce.
night is able to happen on a flat Earth. And there you have it. Now, if anyone would like to join our public debate board, we've got a link in this video's description. It's totally free. So we hope to see you. Thank you for watching.
Okay. We are done with this. We are done with this category. Okay, I think there may only be one video in the next. Yep, there's only one video in the next one. Let's see what it is and how long it is. For the Lambo. Okay, I might have to do this video in a separate video, but let's see how long it is. I don't know. Oh, what the heck? Let's do this video. I'm gonna get copyright.
Here is our color spectrum. Please take note of where the color infrared is, just outside our visible range. Let's consider where this light comes out of the prism, and how infrared is just above and beyond our color red here. Now let's observe those refraction angles. Please take notice of how violet and ultraviolet are the most refracted light rays, and how infrared and red are the least refracted light rays. In a way, our prism here is like our atmosphere. I'm not saying our atmosphere is triangular by any means, but there is more of it the lower you go, and less of it the higher you go.
Yes.
As we understand, light that passes through our atmosphere also gets refracted.
Yes.
The farther that light gets from the sun, as it passes through the atmosphere, the more that light separates due to refraction, thus creating the spectrum that we see. This is why mountains appear red in the early morning light.
Is he saying that all the time? Mountains pure red? Because that is absolutely not true. I can show you a picture of mountains that are red throughout the whole day. They all red. Not a pure red, all red. See if I can find some good pictures. Red rocks. Those are kind of weird. Shoot. Bill Rock. Is that Bill Rock I do? Nah, whatever. Uh-oh. Oh man. That was another video I was watching. That's not gonna be watched here, but whatever. They're all mountains that are red. That are red. Not that appear red, but are red.
And the closer the light is to the sun, the whiter that light is, because it has experienced less refraction and less separation. Here we can observe a part of that spectrum in the sky, looking north over Las Vegas at sunrise. As you can see, that red light reaches a lot farther than the orange and yellow light does. Now, Because infrared is the least sensitive to refraction, it is able to reach much farther than all of the other colors.
No mention of water here. I mean, water is a pretty fucking important part of what's going on here.
This allows us to see things with infrared cameras that are much farther away than we would normally be able to see.
So I walked out at the Point Duvet Natural Preserve. Very nice observational location. And
This is terrible audio, by the way.
so my filming was from about halfway up. It was a bit windy, so I stayed on the left side of that hill there. And anyway, here.
What is he referencing? What is he pointing at? He doesn't.
Here's a clip. This is what you saw in the visible spectrum. You could barely see Mount Baldy there. And that's Point.
Is he tilting the camera? And what is that? Hold the hell on. I see something now. I'm sorry, my eyesight sucks, but that little fucking hump. What is that? Is that what this guy's gonna focus in on? Because I want to know what that is. It's like more land or a mountain or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's gonna pan right past that, but I just wanted to point that out. Definitely want to know what it is, though. But he's not gonna tell me, so let's continue.
Palos Verde right there, and Catalina. Kind of like through haze, atmospheric haze. The altitude was about 150 feet, right about here, and up top is about 200 feet. I'll use that later to do an analysis of what we're seeing. Now, let's zoom in a little bit here to see, this is just a photo. See, we can barely see Mount Baldy.
Hey, we can tell it's a photo.
Notice we don't see anything else out there. But in infrared, it will show up clearly. Have a look at this miraculous imagery.
Miraculous imagery. Miraculous, dude. It's science. And yes, science is awesome.
Look at that. I'm just from Point Duvet.
Okay, take it away now.
Santa Monica.
Is he gonna take it away now? Is he gonna go back and
Now
forth?
let's have a look at some high-resolution infrared photos. Look at that, folks. So much resolution, 24 megapixels. This was taken with a Sony Alpha 6000 converted to 830 nanometer infrared. Look at that. Just incredible. Infrared is an amazing technology, folks, but even more amazing is what it reveals. Behold the flat Earth, folks. This image is so powerful. Just have a look at this, folks. That mountain is over 123 miles away.
The whole reason we can see this mountain
Did he take away the infrared effect? No.
in infrared, but not with our naked eyes, is because of refraction. Now listen carefully as I share with you the home run point of this entire lesson. The sun's light has a limited range due to the effects of the atmosphere. This claim is sustained by everything we just saw and learned about. And all of this plays a big part in explaining how we are able to have night and day on a flat Earth. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see more of that infrared footage I shared with you, please follow the link in the description and give the author a like. His video actually continues, and he has some other interesting things to say.
Okay, that video now. What? There's another video down here that I want to see if the upside down moon. Really? You see the moon upside down? Oh, this is interesting. I want to see if I can watch this video, see how long it is. Wait, uh-oh. Okay. Yeah. I said please. Okay, Let's see how this situation is. There was this one, formal, and you know what? Let's save that for later, and yeah, let's end my video right here. Just yeah, let's end the video right here and save it for later. Alright, cool. And right here, as always, keep playing with yourselves.